Khamzat Chimaev wants Colby Covington next in the middleweight division, in the welterweight division. I'm going to be dead honest with you, I do not know. It was just days ago that Khamzat Chimaev went out there and said he wants to go to the middleweight division by the end of 2022. We all thought maybe Paulo Costa in the 5-round main event of a UFC fight night at UFC Brazil, the main card of UFC 282, but now he's saying he wants Colby Covington next. That is the main topic of today's MMA news, but we have a lot of crazy fight announcements, main events, co-main events, fight cancellations, a lot of things for today's video. If you liked the video so far, go down and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications for more MMA news like this, and comment who wins, Chimaev or Colby Covington. With all that being said, let's get into it. We got Khamzat Chimaev, Colby Covington call-outs. Go on to Khamzat Chimaev's Twitter, and he just randomly posts Colby Covington ? With some eye emojis and things like that, referring to the fact that he wants to fight Colby Covington next, even though he could not make weight for the welterweight division. He wants to go to the welterweight division, most likely welterweight division, and fight Colby Covington. But does that mean maybe Dana White is going to say, well, you didn't make weight last time, we might have to just do another 180-pound catch weight fight? I don't know what weight class it is going to be in, but it could be at the end of 2022. Maybe that'll be the main event for UFC 282. We heard Dana White talking to the press conference yesterday afternoon, saying the main event has already been made for UFC 282. Now, we have Khamzat Chimaev saying he wants Colby Covington next. Maybe we get Khamzat Chimaev, Colby Covington as a 5-round main event for UFC 282. It is just speculation, you never know what's going to happen there, but what do y'all think? Colby Covington and Khamzat Chimaev. That's our first topic of the day. Number 2, we got Nassourdine Imavov and Kelvin Gastelum set as the first main events of 2023. The number 11 ranked UFC middleweight and the number 12 middleweight in the world fighting in the main event, 5 rounds of middleweight action. My early prediction for this one is Nassourdine Imavov is going to go out there, land some good shots at range. Kelvin's going to pressure him. Imavov is going to get hit with some big shots early on in this fight, but he'll mix in the takedowns early. Kelvin will have a little bit of a comeback later on in the fight, but I think Nassourdine will win a close 49-46 decision, where one of the rounds could go either way, but I got Imavov barely edging out that win, but it's a good one. First main event of 2023. Then we got another fight announcement, this one a co-main event. Arman Tsarukyan and Damir Ismagulov sets for December 17th co-main events. The main event of that fight card, I'm forgetting what it was. We might have to go back on its apology really quick here. But no matter what, it's going to be a banger of a fight. We have the number 10 UFC lightweight in the world that arguably should be at number 9 or number 8 and should be fighting Beneil Dariush at UFC 280. But the judges were not his friend on that fight card. So now number 10 versus number 12 in the UFC's lightweight division. In the co-main event, I kind of wish for some reason that this was going to be a 5-round fight, but we're not going to get it. The main event is going to be Jared Cannonier and Sean Strickland, but we'll see if Arman and Damir ends up being the main event, because Sean and Jared has been canceled one time. It could be canceled again. You never do know, but good fight. Arman Tsarukyan, Damir Ismagulov. Early prediction, I'm going to go Arman Tsarukyan to win round 1 and round number 2. Damir to win round 3. Arman by a close decision. Then we got another one. This one at featherweights. Edson Barboza versus Ilia Topuria in the UFC's featherweight division. If we look at the UFC's featherweight rankings, Ilia Topuria number 14, Edson Barboza number 13. This fight has been cancelled. But we have unranked UFC lightweight contender by the name of Terrance McKinney calling out the man, the myth, the legend, undefeated Ilia Topuria for a short notice catchweight fight at 150 pounds or a lightweight fight at 155 pounds. So now that we don't have Topuria taking on Edson Barboza, we could have Terrance McKinney versus Ilia Topuria. My early prediction for Edson Barboza and Ilia would have been Ilia Topuria to win that one by TKO in round 2 or round 3. But Terrance McKinney and Ilia Topuria, I'm going to have to go Terrance McKinney to win that one by a decision if the fight ever does get made. But what do y'all think? Terrance McKinney and Ilia Topuria. Next topic of the night, also in the featherweight division, Movsar Evloev and Bryce Mitchell set as the main event for November 5th UFC Fight Nights. It was originally going to be the co-main event for that card, but now it is bumped up to a 5-round main event. We got Marina Rodrigues, Amanda Lemos on the card, Tagira Lambekov, Nate Maness on the card. That's about it for decent fights on that card, but now 5 rounds of action, 15-0 and 16-0. 1-0 has got to go, and who do y'all think's 0 will go? Bryce Mitchell or Movsar Evloev? My early prediction is leaning towards Movsar by a decision if it was 3 rounds, but now that it's 5 rounds, I'm going to switch to Bryce Mitchell. I'm going to go Bryce Mitchell to win this fight by a close 48-47 decision. Solid main event in the featherweight division. Next topic of the night is PFL 2022 Championship review, and we're going to look at the whole entire card because this PFL card is honestly looking very, very solid right now. Now, the fight order and the amount of fights that are on the card isn't settled right now. There are still a few more fights to be added to PFL 10 2022 Championships. But we got Kayla Harrison, Larissa Pacheco 3, The Trilogy, Brendan Loughnane, Bubba Jenkins, Shane Burgos, and Marlon Moraes, Ante Delia, Mateusz Scheffel, Stevie Ray, Oliver Aubin Mercier, Delano Taylor, Sadib Boussi, Omar Yakhmedov, and Rob Wilkinson. Former UFC fighter Jeremy Stevens taking on Natana Schultz, and then some okay prelim fights as well. But on this PFL fight card, the best fight of the night, the fight I'm most looking forward to, come on guys, Shane Burgos and Marlon Moraes. Shane Burgos puts on banger fights every single time he goes out there. And PFL, this championship card is going to be a pay-per-view. I'm going to stream it. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I'm going to stream that main card, but it should be a good one. I got Kayla Harrison winning the main event. I got Brendan Loughnane losing in that co-main event. Shane Burgos winning that one. I'm going to go Ante Delia to win against Mateusz Scheffel, Oliver Aubin Mercier to win, and Sad Boussi and Rob Wilkinson. Those are my early main card predictions for PFL 2022 Championships. And we got another fight announcement, this one in the middleweight division. Gregory Rodrigues and Brad Tavares at UFC 283. On the main card, I'm really hyped about this fight. I mean, I was looking for a Gregory Rodrigues fight, and I was like, maybe give him a top 15 fight, maybe give him Joaquin Buckley. But this is good too. Brad Tavares and Gregory Rodrigues. I really, really do like this one. Gregory Rodrigues about to turn 31 years old by the time this fight happens. Brad Tavares is 35 years old. Gregory is taller. Gregory is lengthier. And he's coming up on his experience as well. Early prediction for this fight with the number 14 middleweight fighter in the world and like the number 20 middleweight in the world. I'm going to go Gregory Rodrigues by a 29-28. Very close. Now I'll go unanimous decision, but that is a banger in the middleweight division. Bo Nickal signs with the UFC. Dana White's Contender Series Week 10 signings. Dana White's Contender Series has been absolutely amazing in 2022, and we just had one of the biggest prospects get signed to the UFC in the main events. Bo Nickal, in my opinion, a future champion. We made a video yesterday if you want to go check it out on Bo Nickal's path to the UFC belts in the middleweight division. It's about 4 or 5 fights, and then he gets a title fight, and now he's 3-0. I think he'll be 8-0 by the time he gets a title fight, but he gets a triangle in a main event and earns a UFC contract. Sam Patterson improves to 10-1 and gets a rear naked choke submission. Jack Jenkins gets a TKO with 30 seconds left and gets a UFC contract. Undefeated 11-0 Rafael Ramos Estevam earns his contract in the second round, midway through that round, and earns a UFC contract. And undefeated Mateus Mendonça earns his UFC contract in 48 seconds with a first round knockout. All finishes in that card for Dana White's Contender Series. If you do not watch the Contender Series fights, you gotta watch them in 2023. We will be live for almost every single one of those cards next year. So turn on the notifications down below in the comment section, because we will be going live for all of those fights. Contender Series is absolutely amazing. Then we got Daniel da Silva, Vinicius Salvador, set for UFC 282. And if you do not know who Vinicius Salvador is, if you do not know who Daniel da Silva is, you will know by UFC 282, because both guys go out there with the intention to finish, and they are flyweights. You usually don't see flyweights going out there easily getting a main event or getting a finish in round number 1, going out there getting an easy KO TKO. Not the most likely outcome when it comes to the flyweight division, but we have two Brazilian fighters, 11-4 and 14-4, going out there both in their 20s with pretty much all of their MMA wins coming by KO, TKO, or a submission. So this fight, Vinicius Salvador, Daniel da Silva, I'm going to go Vinicius Salvador later on in the fight by a TKO, but that is a banger. I encourage you, if you do not know who these guys are, look them up on YouTube and look up some of their highlights. I'm gonna go Salvador to win that one by a decision. Then we got Vince Morales and Jose Johnson sets for November 14th or November 19th UFC Fight Night. And this one's pretty simple. I think Jose Johnson, coming off the Contender Series, getting a good win over undefeated Jack Cartwright from the UK. I think he's going to go out there, outstrike Vince Morales, land some very solid leg kicks, mix in the takedowns, keep the fight at range. I got Jose Johnson winning that one by a close decision. And last fight of the night, we got Josiane Nunes and Zarah sets for UFC 283 on the prelims, and this is going to be not the best fight you're ever going to see, but we should see a finish. It is women's MMA, but it is featherweight women's MMA. Josiane Nunes, Zarah Fairn, both girls going out there looking for the KO TKO. I'm going to go Josiane Nunes by TKO in round 1 or round number 2. That is it for today's MMA news. We got Khamzat Chimaev calling out Colby Covington for maybe a catchweight fight or a welterweight fight. We really don't know about that one, 100% too sure, but he is calling out Colby Covington. Got Nassourdine, Imavov, Kelvin, Gastelum as the first main event of 2023. I got Imavov by a decision. Arman, Tsarukyan, Damir, Ismagulov sets for December 17th co-main events. Early prediction, Arman by decision. Edson, Barboza, Ilia, Topuria cancels. Terrance McKinney steps in and calls out Ilia Topuria for a short notice catchweight or lightweight fight. Movsar, Evloev, Bryce Mitchell, undefeated featherweights are going to be the main event for November 5th. Early prediction, Bryce Mitchell by decision. PFL 2022 championship preview. Got a lot of title fights on there for the $1 million with Shane Burgos and Marlon Moraes on the main card. Gregory Rodrigues, also known as Barack Obama, has been set for UFC 283 on the main card. I got Rodrigues by a close decision. Contender Series results, all winners getting the finish in round 1, round 2, or round number 3, and all of them earning the UFC contracts. Daniel da Silva, Vinicius, Salvador sets for UFC 282. I got Salvador by finish. Vince Morales, Jose Johnson sets for November 19th. I got Jose by decision. Josiane, Nunes, Zarah sets for UFC 283. I got Josiane Nunes by a KO in round 1, round 2. Those are today's MMA news topics for you. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to go down as usual, smash that like button, get this video to 100 likes. That would absolutely make my day. I would literally cry if we got 100 likes on this video. Make sure to subscribe with all notifications turned on as well to get notified for more MMA news videos like this, for betting breakdowns, for predictions, and all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.